Hello, everybody. I'm Greg Erickson. I'm going to do a little coverage of the Right to Bear Arms rally that's going to happen on Monday in Virginia. And I'll go through some things with you here. I'm also going to be keeping an eye on who's causing the trouble, if there is any trouble, at in Richmond, Virginia. So keep an eye on that. The term is called agent provocateur. You can research that, and what happens is people are sometimes hired to go in there and start trouble. Uh, there are various ways that people can make uh, these activists look bad. So I'm going to keep an eye on that and try to find out who's causing the trouble. Because by and large, most activists, 95% of activists are peaceful. Okay, let's get right into it here. Find a little information about this. Richmond braces for giant gun rights rally on Monday. Okay, let me show you this. This is from the Washington Post. Now watch how they word this. The convoys and militias are coming, if social media posts are to be believed, headed to Virginia's capital to take a stand for gun rights, to support the Second Amendment. And then look what they put, the Washington Post puts, or, in the words of some, to fan the flames of civil war. Now, immediately, the Washington Post is trying to link civil war to these people who are only marching in support of the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, the right to protect your family, to protect your property. That's what the tricks and you know psychological warfare is what you call it. When to fan the flames of civil war, just link the pro-gun people to civil war. Okay, let me go on. I'm just going to go just doing a brief overview of what's taking place. Oops. And then they're calling it anti-government fervor. The Washington Post is another outright lie. This is how psychological warfare is done, folks. The war of words. These people aren't anti-government. They're anti-corrupt government. So with omitting one word, look at the damage it does. Anti-government is a complete lie. They are not. Oh, let me see. I'm not going to make a Democrat-Republican thing out of this. All that is divide and conquer, the oldest trick in the book. Governor declared a state of emergency, issued a ban on firearms or other weapons on the Capitol grounds. Drones, FAA, flight restrictions, illegal to fly planes, drones above the city on Monday. Like I said, just a brief. The FBI arrested 3 alleged members of a white supremacist group on gun charges. See, that links the Second Amendment people to white supremacists on gun charges. I'm going to be getting into this. I'm not sure if I'll get to it tonight, but I'm going to be getting into this, finding out who these people are and what's going on. The Virginia Citizens Defense League is the one putting on the rally. And I've got their website, and we're going to go on it and take a look at their website. But they just seem to be pro Second Amendment. Okay, is it visible? Nope, there's still a little more. Let me just go through here real quick. See if I'm missing anything important. Nope. I think that's it for that, for the Washington Post BS. Okay, this is the Virginia Citizens Defense League, the ones that are putting on the rally, defending your right to defend yourself. Okay, here's a picture of defending your right to defend yourself. Okay, this is just a bunch of places that are going to be attending. Let's see if we can find out about us. Let's go see what they say. They better denounce violence, that's for sure. Okay, I'm looking to see what their beliefs are. So far, it's just a Second Amendment, supporting the Second Amendment. Okay, and I find that surprising that they wouldn't denounce violence, accomplishments, bylaws, articles of incorporation, geez, media, events. Once again, if you want to check this out, it's the Virginia Citizens Defense League putting on the, in fact, let me bookmark that right now because in a future broadcast, I'm going to use it. Okay, I got that saved. Nothing about denouncing violence. Let's see, alert politics gear under about. I don't want to go into all their bylaws, although I'll take a peek, I guess. No, not going to go there tonight. Let me see what else I can go to. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Had to get something to drink. Wasn't prepared. I'm going to search. Let's go to Google News, Virginia rally. Okay, there's the Washington Post. FBI arrest. All the mainstream media is saying FBI arrest alleged white supremacist. Alleged. Why do they post something if they don't know if it's true or not? So we don't know for sure. Let's go here and look and read and see who these people are. If they identify them, my guess would be you're going to get very little information on them. Some of these websites got ads that you can't even run the site right. On Wednesday, okay, nothing there. Is that just a video? Yeah, the whole thing's just a video. So let me go to another one here. That was that CNN? Let's try this one. 3 alleged white supremacists arrested by FBI ahead of the gun rally. And if you think the FBI is squeaky clean, think again. You can redo all your research on my website if you want. Let me see. Let's go here and see who these people are. A former Canadian.
Now only at Domino's for $7.99 each. You can carry out all 5 crust options with any 3 toppings.
Yeah, I don't do gluten.
Crazy.
Right. Try adding.
I got to figure out how to get around that on my live broadcast, folks. And I will. Oh, one of the white supremacists is former Canadian Armed Forces reservist. Linked to white supremacist group. Okay, who are the men? 3 men, members of the base, were taken into custody on federal felony charges. Okay. The men discussed traveling to the Ukraine to fight alongside nationalists. Okay. Canadian military, now remember that, military Canadian, 27. Brian Mark Limley, 33, transporting a firearm with intent to commit a felony. William Garfield Bilbrough, transporting and harboring aliens. Here's the one that always gets me. Look at this. The Associated Press on the condition of anonymity to discuss an active investigation. They love using that. They're anonymous sources. When you declare a state of emergency, it's a state of emergency in some cases is equal to martial law, technically speaking. Citing that armed militia groups, okay, I don't want to get deep into this, but militia is part of the Second Amendment. And it may be outdated, but just because there's some men with guns or a militia, you have to show proof that they're doing something wrong. Okay? I hate it when people say okay. Reminds me of Cartman. That, never mind. Let me keep going on. I got sidetracked. Okay, they said they caught them on chat rooms, but there's no proof to back up what they're saying. I'm not saying they're not white supremacist, or did he have his gun legally? You know, there's all sorts. Was he set up? Are they really troublemakers? There's one of two things they could be: troublemakers or being set up. Okay, I'm not seeing a whole lot. Okay, two of them are in the military now. The Canadian Military Intelligence Unit was investigating Matthews for possible racist extremist activities. Yeah, well, you can't tell who the terrorists are anymore. The governments are corrupt. Everything's corrupt. I mean, just ridiculous. Well, I see a lot of accusations, but I don't see any proof. You know, you'd think you'd have to give them some proof, but in today's world, no. Okay, let me see what else we got. Oh, let me do this. I'm just going to scroll through here for a minute to see what's going on. There are Antifa. That's what I need to go to. Antifa, anti-fascist. That means they're against fascism. That sounds like a good thing, doesn't it? Crazy. Antifa. Let's read about them. They're supposed to be alongside. Well, let me go back here real quick. Now I'll put Antifa in. Antifa group to march with pro-gun protesters at Virginia rally. Once again, it's all in the wording, how you word things. Let's see. Antifa is one of them. I'm going to go to Antifa website here in a minute and see if I can find information on them. Antifa will see gun right activists marching alongside Nigeria. Yeah, they're going to try to align themselves with the pro-gun activists. Now, why, if Antifa is so bad, why did the Defense League, who's putting on the protest, why have they not denounced it? Huh. Okay, let me keep looking here for a second, folks. Whoops. And then all these mainstream media, all they do is parrot each other. I'll say the same thing over and over and over. FBI got warrants for Unite the Right organizer Jason Kessler, Antifa activists. Now they're neo-Nazis instead of white supremacists. Uh, let's go see if Antifa, what they're about. Who are Antifa? Where's your website? Antifa. I do not see a political protest movement, autonomous groups affiliated by their militant opposition to fascism and other forms of extreme right wing ideology. See how they do this shit? Right wing, now right wingers are fascist. They do all this manipulation of the masses with words. It's incredible. I do not see an Antifa website. So let's go to Twitter real quick. Things running slow. I better shut some stuff down. Antifa, abolish government. Look at that shit. Most of those people are just anti-corrupt government. They're not anti-government. Okay, I'm just looking through here real quick. This is the latest news, supposedly, of Antifa. Let me go back to, what was it? Yeah, let's see what Wikipedia has to say about it. Left wing, right wing, divide and conquer, divide and conquer. Well, they say they're militant anti-fascists. Love the words they love throwing around. Anyway, there's the Black Bloc too, that are protesters that are supposed to be violent. Some of the cops are on the take and help cause the violence. I'm generally speaking here, folks. Okay. Organized protest. This is Antifa. But I don't see any website for Antifa, so I'm going to leave this for now. But I think you get the idea of what I'm trying to do with this coverage. So I'm going to wrap this one up. Let me think what else I need to do real quick. But want to, be sure to keep on top of things and make sure we can identify who starts off any BS. If they do at all, who knows? Okay, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. This is Greg Erickson.